Hello, Heatherwood Hawks. Mr. Corbett, Miss Lanigan here with you, and for our demo this today. Now, we are just wrapping up storms, or we should be shortly after this, or we already have. We will find out when we watch this. But here I have my friend Doug. Now, Doug is very special to me as I am a bird fanatic. And so this is actually my best friend. Me and Doug have long talks at night. When I have a rough day, I come home and I talk to Doug. And he is just always there. He's steady. He is just reliable. Kind of like right now. He is just really thirsty and he keeps moving back and forth. And as he does this, he gets thirsty. Oh, now he's better. And he starts working out. So Doug here is working out. Now, what I want you guys to do as you're watching my best friend Doug here work out is make some observations. So if you have a piece of paper, you could write down some observations. If not, you could go onto the and write observations on our link below. So make some observations. Okay, Miss Lanigan, I am going to ask you to help us out here, and I'm going to have you come up. I'm going to switch the camera to you, and what I'd like you to do, Miss Lanigan, is to describe some things that you notice about Doug here.
I'm going to make observations.
So I noticed that he has a blue top hat and a green tail feather.
But what I'm seeing is that there's red liquid and it's down at the bottom, but as he's bobbing back and forth, it starts to rise up.
Very interesting.
And as it rises up, he starts swinging a little bit more forward.
Interesting.
See, it's going up there.
So, Hawks, you have your first observations from Miss Lanigan. So I want you now to write down what you think is happening. Why is Doug moving back and forth? Why is he so thirsty? Why is that red liquid moving up and down or moving up the column as he moves back and forth? So write down what you think is happening. There's no wrong answer as long as you just write down something that you think. Good luck, Hawks.
Looks like he's going faster now, too.
Okay, Miss Lanigan. Now, is there any other things that you might want to notice about our friend Doug here? If you take a closer look at his head, can you describe what the material looks like that it's made out of? Don't touch it, but can you describe what it kind of looks like?
Looks like plastic.
It looks like plastic. Does it look like porous? Does it look like...
Well, it looks like it's kind of dense plastic compared to the bottom that's hollow. And yeah.
Is it wet?
It looks like there's some water droplets on it.
Okay.
I don't know how that got there. But yeah, I can't tell if his top hat is empty or not. But
I will tell you that there's nothing in the top hat.
Oh, okay. So there's no little battery or anything.
No battery in the top hat.
But I don't know if his head is hollow either. But it definitely looks like it's a little more substance there than down here.
So what I'll tell you about the head is that the head is wrapped in a sponge type material, and so is his beak. And around the circle part of the head it's a smaller glass bulb, kind of like the bottom. So kind of like Doug's bottom half, its top half is also enclosed in a glass bulb. So make your guesses, Hawks. Write down now with a little more information. So let's recap the observations we have. We have a Doug bouncing back and forth. As he moves back and forth, the red liquid moves up the column. Once it reaches a certain point, Doug then dips into the water, taking a drink of water, and he has his fill and he bounces back. So his head is wet. It is made out of a sponge-like material. His a glass tube for the head, and the top hat has nothing in it. So those are the observations we have, and the challenge is to figure out why is Doug moving back and forth? And he will continue to do this for hours. We will not make you watch it for hours, but trust us, it will.
What's going on, Doug?
Heatherwood Hawks. Hey guys, you guys made some great guesses. Thank you guys for pausing like we asked you to and writing down those guesses. This is meant to be interactive for you guys to get a lot out of it. Now, here is what my best friend Doug is. Now, because we've had so many talks in the night and he's helped me through so many things, I know the secret of Doug. Now, what is happening here is a good old-fashioned story of heat transfer. and evaporation. Now, some of you may know that when we get really hot, we sweat, and that sweat evaporates, causing a cooling effect. Well, in Doug right here, his head is wrapped in a sponge that is wet. Every time he gets a drink of water, that sponge sucks water up, making sure his head remains wet. So when he moves back and forth, that is like a breeze. If you've ever had your hair wet and you've gone outside in a breeze or had a window roll down in the car, you would know that your hair and your head would be very cold. So as he moves back and forth, water evaporates, cooling the air inside, and that causes a vacuum because the air then gets smaller, pulling up the red liquid. When the red liquid gets to the very top and Doug goes for another drink of water, one important thing about a vacuum is it's sealed. Once it goes like this, the seal is broke, and then the liquid goes back down and he repeats. And he will continue to do this if we kept this filled with water, he would do this indefinitely, as long as we kept water for his head. So evaporation is cooling his head, creating a vacuum, pulling the red liquid up, and when it goes down, that seal is broken. So this is a good old classic case of evaporation cooling, and we are using the power of science to have some pretty cool but really simple things. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys got to learn something on this. We will see you next time.
What's going on, Doug?